slow. You always seem to get ahead of me.
The value of moving slowly is that one can always clearly see the way ahead.
Okay, so after the last couple of videos I've done, I've been talking to Meaty Smurf about, we thought it'd be really cool to like put together a series of like just little tutorials over what we've learned about messing with sound files and messing with Audacity and actual font manipulating and making and whatever. He's a little bit ahead of me as far as everything Saber World goes, but I'm fast on his heels and I like learning. So we thought anything I didn't know he could cover it, help me cover, and like just kind of put it out there for anybody that's coming up behind us, because this stuff is so much fun, and the more you know about it, the more you learn, the more fun it seems to be, or the more fun it is, because if you can control and manipulate all the aspects of your saber, it's just yourself. It's really cool to see it come alive in your hand with something you've done. So this is all this is. It's just for fun. It's just to hang out with you guys and to maybe pass on something I know and hopefully learn something too in the process, or we know. All right, so tonight or today or whatever it is, I'm going to start with just a simple like a font modification, or like a font bastardization, I guess you could say, where I take one font and just make it into another character with voice lines. Because I don't know if you've noticed, but a ton of these Saber fonts and the sounds, while they sound great, they sound pretty similar. There's only so many ways you can make sound, and they all start to sound the same after a while. And you're basically just changing the font names and stuff. It seems like sometimes. That's not the case. That's not how it works. But that's how it can sound after a while. Well, except maybe when it comes to blasters and clashes and stuff. But anyway, so I thought it'd be fun just to show you what I learned really quick about changing out fonts if you don't know how to make a font, or if you like, say you want a font that doesn't exist, or you want a font that for a character you like and nobody else really cares about. How you can do that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a free font that's out there, a good one, and I'm just going to make a character font out of whatever, into whatever character I want. And after talking to Meaty Smurf, we decided to do Tera Sinube because I haven't seen much on him, and there's not much out there. And there's a few good lines I thought would make a decent font quotes and stuff. So I'm going to take... what I'm going to do is I'm going to take Kyberphonics free font that he's got out there, Battle 1, I think. And you can do this with any font you got, free or not. And I'm just going to change the voice lines, and that's it. If you don't know how to do that, here's your chance to learn. If you do know and you don't care, I'd stop watching right now. All right, so let's see, to get started. And this is going to be long and boring. Just fast forward to what you want and don't watch it. I don't care either way. I just enjoy talking about lightsabers, even if it's to myself on a screen. All right, so I'm going to start at YouTube, and I've already done some scouting on this, and like Tera Sinube, I didn't know much about him. I barely remembered him when Meaty Smurf mentioned him, only after I looked him up from Clone Wars, because I've only watched Clone Wars once. I just wasn't, animation's not my thing really. But so yeah, after watching the clips, he appears in several episodes, but he only speaks in one that I found. And actually appears in Kenobi too. But he's got some decent quotes. So there's only like 3 good videos I found with most of his good quotes on it. So I'm going to pull those. I'll probably just do one, show you how to do it, skip ahead, and then show you what I did with the rest of it. So let's start here with Ahsoka meets Tera Sinube. So I'm going to take this, and I'm going to copy this. And there's 2 ways. There's more than one way to do almost everything on here, obviously. But Meaty Smurf likes it online. You can paste it here to this converter. I'll put links to everything down there. You want a WAV file. Let's see. I've never used this one, so let's see. Yeah, I've had trouble with some of these, and that's why I don't use them anymore. I have had success with them, but it just, for me, it seems like it's easier to use this 4K I use. So 4K YouTube to MP3 is just a free download, free program you can download. That's old, I think. Let's see. Yeah, but I have had no problems with it. There's 15 or 16 daily downloads you can do, and about 15, I think. But I've never hit that limit because I mean, I can't do that much work in one day, really. Okay, so I got it to work. I'm out here in the shop. The signal is sketchy, and it's where I prefer working, so it doesn't really work for the internet much, or the live feeds and whatnot. All right. So I've got this done. It's already converted. This converts it to MP3. You don't really want MP3, but it doesn't matter because you're going to put it in Audacity. So I'm going to go here to Audacity. I'm going to open a new workspace. All right. Audacity is free. It's great. It's easy to use, and there's lots and lots of tutorials out there. I actually did the first couple things I did with fonts without Audacity. Make sure I'm still recording. Yeah. You don't actually need it to do anything, but it's much easier with Audacity. Yeah. To do some things. To do all things. What am I doing here? Okay. 4K to MP3. So we're right here. I'm going to open this. So this is the audio recording of that YouTube video. That's going to put it in there. I'm going to get rid of that. All right, so I've got a stereo recording, and I don't need that. I need a mono for the lightsaber for the lightsaber's one speaker. So let's see. I'm going to Control A to select it all. What do we do here? We do tracks, mix stereo down to mono, and there you go. All right. So I don't need all this, so I've got to cut out what I want. So I'm going to play it with a space bar. Okay, first I'm going to fill the screen with it. Control E. Then play. So I'll skip a little bit.
Master, the library.
Brent?
I'm sure if you
I've watched these
explain
clips
your
enough today to
loss
kind of know
your
everything.
master, he'll understand.
Control
No.
1 to zoom in a little bit.
He tells me over and over, your lightsaber
Feel free
is
to
your life.
zoom out.
Don't lose it. Be a beef.
It's on to
This rated, I'll find him.
right, dear. He's an elder Jedi. He happens to be an expert on the Coruscant crime world.
Okay, so I'm going to pause it right there. I'm just going to show you. What I like to do most of the time is to plan out what I want to do beforehand. Otherwise, I just end up chasing my tail a heck of a lot more. So I've got the 3 videos I looked up earlier, and the quotes I want to use and what I possibly want to use them for. So from this one, Ahsoka Meaty Smurf, I want certain lines for certain things. All right, so I'm looking for splendid. If you don't slow down, you're not going to find what you're looking for. I was just resting my eyes, and hello, Master Sinube, and I'm probably going to cut it down to Master Sinube for the final one. There's not a really good final one, but it'll work. I prefer the character saying something or somebody cool saying the character's name, and the way his name's said in the scene is just nonchalantly. It's not really, you know what I'm talking about. All right, so I'm not on this. I need this. All right.
On the crime world.
I think he's sleeping.
Yes. Well, he will be able to help you.
Pardon me, Master Sinube?
What? Who?
So I didn't like that right there because of the question mark hanging on the end of it.
Pardon me, Master Sinube?
What? Who? I was just resting my eyes.
Okay, I definitely want that. I was just resting my eyes. I'm thinking maybe a post-off or something. I don't know. So I'm going to just highlight that right there. I usually just cut it out or copy it. I'm going to cut it out. And I'm going to paste it down here. Control V. I'll put my cursor back up there. And I'm also going to mute that because I don't want it right now.
Hello, Master Sinube.
So there's one that might work. Hello, Master Sinube. I'm going to copy that or cut that and paste it down here. Where were we at?
Master Sinube?
Able to help you.
Pardon me, Master Sinube?
What? Who? Good morning, Jocasta. I don't know you, do I?
My name is Ahsoka Tano. I was told you could help me?
Help you? Hmm?
I'll leave you two to your business.
A thief stole my lightsaber, and I only got a quick look.
Where was that at?
Pardon me, Master Sinube?
What? Who?
I think he's sleeping.
No, I think it was the librarian saying what I wanted.
Well, he will be able to help you.
Pardon me, Master...
Let's see. Which one was it? I can't remember what I was talking about today, earlier. Thinking about it.
Hello, Master Sinube.
Okay, so that's what I probably want for the final one. Yeah. Alright, so back up here.
Well, he will be able to...
Master...
I don't know.
I was...
You two to your...
Thief stole my... I only got a quick look at him. I could tell he definitely came from one of the aquatic planets. Water worlds?
Saying there was something fishy.
Just remember,
about
I'm
him.
looking for those quotes. I really thought about using that.
Something fishy about him.
Anyway.
Well, let's try and see where he went, shall we?
We were near the slum.
Girdle pickpockets. Hang out likely, but gun market. Within, let me see. He was up at these fishes.
That's him!
According to the file on a petty thief, he...
Thank you, Master Sinube.
I'm sure you're welcome.
If there's
Welcome.
if there's anything I can do...
Yes, there is. I haven't been on assignment in years. And if you don't slow, you're not going... You don't... And if you don't slow down, you're not going to find what you're looking for.
Alright, so I want that there. If you don't slow down, you're not going to find what you're looking for. I'm going to control zoom into that. Control 1 to zoom into that.
And if you don't slow down, you're not going to find what you're looking for.
Alright, so I'm going to get that right there. So I'm going to cut that out. So kind of remember where my cursor is. Come on here, space. Paste that. Come back up here.
In years, I'll come with you.
Nice to have company.
Splendid!
Alright, splendid. That's what I want that.
Splendid!
Alright, so I wanted that line, so I'm going to cut that.
To have company.
Control 3 to zoom out.
We're looking to buy a lightsaber. Any ideas?
I think that's all I want out of here. Let's see. That way I can pause it. Splendid, slow down. I was just resting my eyes. Hello, Master Sinube. Did I get all 4 of those? I think I got all 4 of those. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yep, I got them. All right. So I'm going to get rid of this. Control A, Control E to put everything, fill the screen on the longest one. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to do the exact same thing to those other 2 videos and pull out these lines, or the lines I want, and then I'll get back. So I'm going to stop the recording, do that, be right back. All right, so I was going to show you this here quick too. So I want this line right here.
Off she goes, always rushing.
You can see it's got some interference with it.
Off she goes, always rushing.
A lot of background noise. So I'm going to control 1 to zoom in on that. And you can tell it starts right here where he starts speaking.
Off.
See? So I want this, not really this. And I got to see, it's hard to tell where it connects sometimes, or where it blends together. So if you notice, it's right about there where it changes. So I'm going to grab it right there. I'm going to go down and get it on 0 if I can. Control 3 to zoom back out, and I'm going to take it all the way down to the very end. All right, Control X, Control V. All right. Okay, so real quick, this one's got Ahsoka talking in the middle, and I want to cut her out. So here's what I'm going to do.
You need to be more quiet, young one.
Okay.
Not quiet with your mouth, quiet with your mind.
So I want him to say, you need to be more quiet, young one. Not quiet with your mouth, quiet with your mind. So I'm going to just cut Ahsoka out. And I'm going to adjust the pause however long I need it. All right. So double click to highlight, play.
You need to be more quiet, young one. Not quiet with your mouth, quiet with your mind. You need to be more quiet, young one. Not quiet with your mouth, quiet with your mind.
That'll work. Okay. So, be back in a bit. All right. So I got, 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's see. 10 quotes I'm going to use. All right. So we'll start with this one. We'll highlight it, double click it, Control E to fill the screen with it. And the first thing I want to do is trim it up. And this is so slender or so non-existent that I'm not going to worry about any kind of tapering on it. And just...
I was just resting my eyes.
Okay, and I'm going to cut it right here. All right. So, Control E again. Play.
I was just resting my eyes.
All right. So, if I wanted to, let's see. I'm going to cut this too. All right. Okay, so if I had stuff up here, I'd show you. You can fade in and out. I'll just do that when I get to one. For now, all I'm going to do is it's not loud enough.
I was just resting my eyes.
So I need to turn it up. There's several ways you can do that. The best way I've learned right now, thanks to Meaty Smurf, is to take it, have it highlighted, hit Effect, go down to Normalize. Don't ask me what all these do. I have it set at 0. Hit OK. It normalizes it. Go back to Effect. Go down to the limiter. This is how I have mine set up. Do not ask me what all this means. This is how I learned. So this number is important. All these numbers are important, I guess. Have that done. Hit OK. It limits it. It limits it from going outside the boundaries here with this. I'm going to shut up and just show you what I do instead of trying to explain something I don't know how to do. And then I'm going to normalize it again. And there.
I was just resting my eyes.
All right. And that one's ready to go. So I'm going to go and I'm going to take all these down here. I'm going to trim them up, and then I'm going to take and highlight every single one of them and do just what I did to this one, and it'll do a mass thing. So I'm going to trim these up real quick, and then I'll get back to you. Okay, so like on this one, I'm going to cut part of this out.
Hello, Master Sinube.
I want to see if I can get just Master Sinube.
Hello, Master Sinube.
Looks like it starts about right there.
Master Sinube. Master Sinube.
Yeah, so that's pretty easy to do, actually. So yeah, just go where it hits 0 down here, where it's Control 3 to get back in, out, and just get rid of that. Control E. Yeah, about right there. All right.
Master Sinube. Master Sinube.
That'll probably be my final one. Then we'll turn it up here and crank it up a little bit. All right, so I got all these clips trimmed up and ready to go. So next thing I'm going to do is, this one's already done, don't forget. So we'll start here and just select all these down. And I'm going to do the same thing to them. All right, so what I did, if you remember, was Effect, Normalize, setting to 0 there. Hit OK. Effect, Limiter. That's how I have mine set. Feel free to play with it. OK. Effect. Back to Normalize. Bam. All right, so now we can listen to all of them and see how they sound.
I was just...
First off, if you notice, I got this extra space that added to all these. Just get rid of that. Double click it and delete. Or it'll be that long. It does something with the limiter, I guess. I don't know. Let's see. That was the longest. All right, so the first one was
Eyes. I was just resting my eyes.
I was just resting my eyes. Okay, sounds pretty good. Leave that alone.
Master Sinube. Master Sinube.
And that's probably gonna be my final one. Love it. Or it's okay. How's that?
If you don't slow down, you're not going to find what you're looking for.
All right, that'll be a force.
Splendid!
I don't know about that. Probably a clash. I don't know. You can put these wherever you want to. That's the beauty of it. I have a certain preference. Other people like different things.
Value of
Infinitely customizable.
Value of moving slowly is that one can always clearly see the way ahead.
All right, so I need to fade this one out. So I'm going to highlight that. I'm going to highlight about right there. And effect, fade out. Let's see.
Value of moving slowly is that one can always clearly see the way ahead.
Yep. All right.
Master Sinube? Master Sinube? Master Sinube?
It's got his snore in there, and I can't get it out very good, and I don't know if I want to keep that one, but it's good as it's going to get. What is this?
You're in league with the bounty hunter!
That'd probably be a force.
Off she goes, always rushing.
Force.
You need to be more quiet, young one. Not quiet with your mouth quiet. You need to be more quiet, young one. Not quiet with your mouth, quiet with your mind.
Okay. Definitely a force.
Patience, young one.
That'll be a force or a clash, I think. I like to have force quotes. You can put it in the quotes folder, whatever you want to do with it. I never use force and quotes both, but I need to try that out. Let's see here. So all these are ready if I want to use them. So all I got to do now is get my font ready and then start saving them to that font. Okay, so I'm going to go here to my font library. Where's it? I'm going to go down to Battle. I don't know how that got in there. Battle. I'm going to do Battle 1. I previewed them today, and I think I'll just stick with Battle 1. It doesn't give you much other than the ignition and a couple of swings of his lightsaber, so it's really open to interpretation. If you ask me, it feels like it'd be more of a lighter sound, not very heavy. Battle 1 will work. You can do anything you want to though. So I need Battle Proffie. All right, so I'm going to just control copy that to the desktop, and I'm going to rename it Tera Sinube. All right, so I've got my font here. Let's see what the force is like. I'm not going to change that because I just really don't care about the force that much. I'll probably just delete it, to be honest, because I don't care about the force sounds too much. This is where Nick would tell me, or Meaty Smurf would tell me, yeah, you need to use both. But I'm just too lazy right this moment to do it. I need to learn, though. Get rid of that. All right, so the force is there. It's empty. We're going to change the font for sure. How many clashes we got? Got a bunch of clashes. I'll probably just throw that little short splendid in there with the clashes, and it'll pop up every now and then. That's kind of how I like to do it. All right, then that's all you do to that. Go to here to your Audacity track, and this one is what?
I was just resting my eyes.
Just resting my eyes. What do I want that as? probably I think I'll make it a post off. You can do whatever you want. That's the cool part. All right, so I'm going to highlight that. I'm going to look here. It's at 48,000 hertz or whatever. I need that to be 44,100. I'm going to change this bit rate to 16-bit, and it's highlighted, ready to go. I'm happy with it, so I'm going to go to File, Export, and I'm just, as a habit now, I do Export Selected Audio. Going to my desktop. Where's it at? Tera Sinube. And what we said it was going to be a post off. There is no post off, so STOFF. It's a wave. It's good to go. Save. Done with it. Okay. What's this one?
Master Sinube.
All right.
Master Sinube.
First thing I'm going to do is Control E, and I'm going to fade this out like I should have done already.
Master Sinube. Master.
I might actually just fade this into just a little bit. It's all personal preference. What sounds good? Control E.
Master Sinube.
That'll work. All right, that's my final one. So I'm going to do the same thing. Make sure my project rate's 44,100. Change my bit rate to 16. Very important. And then export selected audio. And that's going to be my, and I always just say font 01. All right, done with that one. This one is,
If you don't slow down, you're not going to find what you're looking for.
I'm liking him more and more after I've worked with this, and I could barely remember him at first. All right, this is going to be a force for me, or a quote, or whatever you want to do. 44,100, 16-bit rate, file, saved, export, selected audio. We're going to there. Force 01. Enter. Save. Whichever. Done with that.
Splendid! Splendid!
Yeah, I'm going to make that a clash. Just for fun. 16-bit. Select it. Fire clash. 19. Alright. I'm sure this is a force as long as it is.
Value of moving slowly is that one can always clearly see the way ahead.
So you just rename it. That's all, I guess. I just haven't done it yet. I'm really bad about being a late adopter, I guess you'd say. Old man.
Value of moving
Force 16. That should stay on 4400 as you work after you change it. File, export, select audio. Go back to force. Force 02. All right. Control E.
Master Sinube? Master Sinube?
I'm gonna save that one, but I don't think I'm gonna use it. I mean, I did that work to it. We'll save it just in case. But let's see, 16. And what I'll do is do this however works for you. I'm gonna make it. I just don't like the snore, really, and her question. So it's there, it's saved, it's there if I never want it. It's just X-Final1, I just won't pull it. Alright.
You're in league with the bounty hunter!
Bit of force. Force over 3.
Off she goes, always rush.
Definitely a force. Oh, I need to clear that. I'm so bad about that. But I hit don't show this again. Now I don't know how to do that. Let's see. Done with that one. Almost done.
You need to be more.
Definitely force. 16-bit.
Patience, young one. Patience, young one.
I'm doing a clash too. Nah, I'm making a force. The thing about it is, you got these now. You can change them out however you want to. And I'll put this in the freebies folder, of course. All right, and let's see. Just make sure. I got to get rid of that metadata.
If you don't slow,
Just lazy.
value of moving. You're in. Off she goes, always rushing.
Master Sinube.
Yeah, so there, I got a Master Sinube font with maybe an hour's work. So I'm gonna load this up, and I'll put a little clip on the end here, and I'll throw it in the freebies folder, and I'll catch you guys for the next whatever. May the force be with you, as always.
Master Sinube.
Off she goes, always rushing. If you don't slow down, you're not going to find what you're looking for. Value of moving slowly is that one can always see the way ahead. So you're saying there was something fishy about him? I was just resting my eyes.